Hey Libra, what's going on? How are you all doing today? What's up? Thank you for joining me. I meant to get to this earlier and then I got distracted by other things. Allowed myself to, let's deviate from the itinerary. Yeah, there we go. What am I of? That said that there's some Virgo out there going, you didn't stick to the plan. Something about Virgos and wedding planning. It's like, oh, I know this is the Libra reading. That's just, for some reason, that just came through. Maybe you guys should look into event planning. I feel like Libras can throw good parties. Just saying. You have a good aesthetic. What's going on with you, though? Let's find out. Where are we at? Happy holidays, right? Leah. What's going on with Libra? Excuse me. What's going on with Libra? What's up with Libra? Wow, they're just really flying out today. What's up with Libra? Who or what is Libra dealing with? That's too many. We'll take that one. Who or what is Libra dealing with? Nah. Well, looks like you just have a lot going on here. What's the overall energy here? There we go. Yep. Okay. What's the overall energy, though? What's the overall energy? Libra, I feel like you're in a fucking love triangle. Shit. Why are you in this? Oh, God. Oh, my goodness. We're going to look at this one really fast, and then we're going to dig a little deeper, get a second story on the board, and then we'll get your advice. Ten of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. You got a lot of responsibility going on right now. Could even be like a feeling, it could even feel like a burden, like it's a lot. However, it's, hey, there's the Virgo that I was talking about. It's real stable. There's some, you're restricted by karma right now too. And I'm not saying like, I'm not coming off like, oh, you're getting karma or whatever. Well, no, it's just, it's the Saturnalian restrictions. Something to do with Capricorn season too. Anyways, however, at the same moment that you're like, you're kind of restricted, and yeah, so that can feel frustrating. There's not a lot of freedom of movement. It might feel, there's like maybe even, it might feel unfair, or there might actually be people on the like externally to you that are treating you unfairly. We don't love that, but there's you still feel stable. You still feel steady at the same time, and You got a fairly abundant foundation, and you're determined to continue working on something. You are, who or what are you dealing with? I'm saying, we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse and the Knight of Cups. Whoops. It looks to me I think you're dealing with two different individuals. One whose offer you're rejecting or you're rebuffing, and one who's you're going to accept. We also have the Four of Swords in the reverse. It's like, and the Sun. So there was like a hesitation while you decided between these two people, and then you chose to go towards what was going to make you happy. Could be that Knight of Cups, obviously any water sign, but it also could be Aquarius too. Any signs it's regardless of the sign. It's someone who you felt was going to make you more emotionally fulfilled rather than maybe, mentally stimulated or whatever. Maybe that Knight of Swords, they just didn't have the emotional connection, the warmth that you felt from this other person. It honestly, it's just, but there was some like Seven of Swords and the Seven of Wands. Somebody came back around, and maybe it was that Knight of Swords. That somebody who in the past was not the most honest they could have been, probably dishonest, and then there was like fighting over you. I mean, not physical fighting necessarily, but there's an energetic push and pull, or you were fighting to get clear of this person who just kept coming back around. King of Cups. This individual is someone who maybe it's like they saw you starting to move on, let go of them, sever the ties, sever the cords. Maybe things were going great and they saw you starting something new. This is somebody who comes back around when they see you doing good, and they don't fucking love that. Like, they just don't want you, they don't want to let you go. They don't want to see you doing good without them. Knight of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords. But you were determined to move forward, regardless of how long it takes you. You're like, nope, going forward. We got 3 knights on the board. Dang. And then we have the King of Wands in the reverse. Whoever you basically were like, we are not going back to this, they probably they were pretty upset by that. We'll just put it like that. I don't want to go on. They were the devil. They really tried to keep you with the Two of Wands. They tried to dominate you, and you were like, no. Like, yeah. But this was a situation where it was like every time I try to get out, they pull me back in. And they were upset by that. They didn't want you to move on without them. They didn't like that. So let's see. But what you wanted to do was move towards a situation that felt like your real happiness. And obviously, does it have to be a relationship? No, not necessarily. You could take it as, friends, family, business, one employer to the other, whatever, but that really was reading like a relationship. Maybe I'm just a love reader now. It's like, I don't know. What else is going on with Libra? Let's dig a little more. My eye is getting really... Ooh, that reminds me. I have to finish filling out paperwork for the new vet. I have to take my cat in because I think he's having an allergic reaction. He like licked a whole spot of fur off his neck, and I'm like, dude, that can't feel good. I feel so bad for him. He's my baby. And I actually have an actual human child. It's the cat. That's the baby though. What else is going on with Libra? Wow, that's way too many. What else is going on with Libra? That's that one. Ah! What else is going on with Libra? Jeez. Okay. Overall energy. Overall energy. Wow. They're just very quiet now. Yeah. I'm going to go through this quickly and then give you some advice. I just saw 1222 on the counter. For those of you into numbers, 7 of Swords and the 10 of Cups. Where before you weren't, maybe you weren't so determined to go towards your fulfillment, and your abundance and your idea of happiness. Maybe you were willing to let people or some certain individual kind of tug at your boundaries a little bit, maybe step over you didn't maybe have a hard and fast, like, you will not be doing this because you're irrelevant and I'm going to this 10 of Cups. So it was like a period of kind of allowing this person or energy, whatever, to kind of interfere and put you in a state of hesitation. 8 of Cups and the 4 of Swords. So while you took a lot of time pondering, or you're taking a lot, this could be recent past, could be present, or very near future, but it's basically like an energy of taking a lot of time, really, 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 really considering things, but knowing that you are going to leave because it's not the healthiest place for you to be. But it's just like it's a hesitation. But then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Karma is like, so that karmic restriction is getting loosened up. It's like the cycle is coming through to wrap it up. 5 of Swords with the Moon. So like setting down this situation, that there was probably with the 5 of Swords, the Moon, and the 7 of Swords came out in both stories. This was a situation where there was a lot of illusions, a lot of deception, talking behind your back, gossip, whatever. And it's like, no, I'm setting this down now. It's time for a transformation. It's almost as if there was a moon cycle that wrapped up. Like, this situation obviously went on for a lot longer than 28 days. That's not what I'm saying. It's literally the transformation, as in it went through all of its phases and now it is complete. Six of Cups with the Hierophant in the reverse. You're going back to revisit and heal something from the past, or something from the past is returning to you to be healed and harmonized. This could be a soulmate relationship, but it also could be stuff like going all the way back to childhood. There's an element of creativity here too. It talks a lot about that. So you're kind of like breaking the rules in order to do this, which is funny because you were just dealing with the, karmic restrictions, and now you're breaking. You might be like, I guess, going outside of tradition in order to do this. It could literally even be, though, like a divorce. That's, Hierophant is the marriage card. Wow. So let's get Libra a bit of advice. Oh, it's getting warm in here now. I turned on my space heater because I was like very chilly. Let's get a bit of advice for Libra. No, that's way too much. Just like 2 more cards of advice for Libra. Okay. Okay. 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. Bear in mind that confidence is key. This might take a long time. What you're going towards might take a long time for realization, right? It might take a long time to wait for it to mature. But it does look like a victory. We have an advisement, though, with the Knight of Wands in the reverse to make sure we're not impulsive, okay? I don't see that as being a major issue for a Libra. But I guess, as you wait, don't grow so impatient that you forget to, you forget that the victory is coming, right? And you maybe give up on the endeavor entirely, okay? So that's what I got for you today, Libra. I'm sending you guys a lot of love. If anybody wants to book a personal reading with me, please see my email in the description box below. I appreciate you guys all for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe, and come back and see us again soon. I'll be back to talk to y'all in a bit. Be well.